Hello guys, it's Babs with Listen to Your Inner Youth. Thank you for watching and subscribing. Subscribing. I'm an active manifesting coach. I also like to make my channels about mental health because manifesting kind of saves my mental health, and I'll do a video about that eventually. But you can book at listentoyourinneryou.com and it'll show up in your time zone, so it'll be really easy to book. And I have a donation link below if you feel awesome and happy and want to send me $1, and if not, I still love you just as much. I don't really beg, I don't really care, but I really love all the notes I get with the donations. They're really cute and it's so sweet. But today I wanted to talk about attachment, letting go. Letting go doesn't mean, or detaching doesn't mean that you don't want your manifestation anymore. You just are letting go of that emotional need, because that's all attachment is. And if you have expectations, then you almost always automatically have attachment. And attachment usually comes from needing something to make you feel better. You need that manifestation in order to make you feel better in some sort of way. And that usually starts with core beliefs, because when you start working through these core beliefs and start with I am worth it, not I'm worthy, I am worth it, because I'm worth it causes I'm deserving / worthy, and I am good enough to be off in the first place. So start with I'm worth it. I've never met anyone who didn't have any core beliefs that were an issue. Everyone has these off, and I think it's just our path to learn how to work through them, because it creates happiness and mental health and all this beautiful stuff, and manifesting gets so much easier. Anyway, back to attachment paths, because you always talk about core beliefs. I talk about core beliefs so much because they changed my life, and I want you to feel good, because the way I felt all my life, I don't want anyone to feel. And you know what? Honestly, most of us feel that way, and it's awful, and we don't deserve it. Boom. Anyway, attachment. What can it do and how to detach on the spot? That's what this video is about, since I just blabbed about core beliefs again. But it's because they can and usually come from core beliefs being off or negative, right? And then they create a lot of fears, because beliefs create thoughts and stories, and they create emotions, not the other way around. Emotions are an end result of thoughts, and thoughts get created by beliefs. So we want to change the beliefs in order to automate good thoughts, so we don't have to constantly sit there and micromanage our thoughts and constantly sit there and turn around those damn thoughts. So you're spending a couple of months, you're spending like up to a half a year or so on changing your core beliefs, because that way it will take away that automation. It will create that automation of more good outcomes and more good thoughts and emotions. So it's just easier this way than to spend the rest of your life micromanaging and sitting there with affirmation looping. So for half a year, you'll be affirmation looping, but it'll just be the beliefs and not the manifestations that you're looping. And then it gets so much easier. Anyway, attachment can actually create a lot of fear, or fear shows up when you have a lot of attachment, because it comes from that emotional need. Let's say from not feeling good enough, then all these fears create, right? So if you have a lot of fears, it means it comes usually with a lot of attachment. And again, attachment is just an emotional need you're looking for to get that manifestation to make you feel better in some sort of emotional way. We still want these manifestations. Even when you work through these core beliefs, you still want them. You still have desires, but you're manifesting them much faster, because now resistance and detaching is so much easier to do. My cat is begging me. She's so cute. She's like, I may have to pet her for a second. Not the right spot. Anyway, got distracted with my kitty. You will feel better and have a really good result. My friend was working through I'm Worth It, and she's at that stage where nothing is really working out for a lot of the times, but sometimes she gets really great pushed outs or results. And she has a girlfriend, and she wanted to go to a concert or something with her on that Friday, and she asked on a Monday or Tuesday, and the girlfriend kept responding back, text messaging back, but she didn't ever respond to the events. So my friend got really upset, understandably. He's like, is she ignoring me? Then we start making all these assumptions, right? Well, I figured out for her that she wanted her girlfriend to come with her to feel better, because their relationship has been kind of iffy. even before she started working on self-worth, because of the self-worth, it started getting kind of icky. And now with the self-worth work, sometimes she gets amazing days with her and sometimes she gets awful days with her. So it's just, you're in a roller coaster for a while, right? That's just how it works. But she wanted really to take her to that concert on that Friday, and she wasn't responding. She asked twice, and she thought her girlfriend was ignoring her. I'm like, no, she's not ignoring you on purpose, probably something in her head. She's just started a new job. You have these high expectations that she's reacting to it. You don't know what's going on in her head. You got to start communicating, right? So next day she found out that her girlfriend didn't actually see the text message. And you just have to believe that, because if you constantly like, no, they saw it and they ignored me, you're gonna get stuck in that thought process, and those are just negative assumptions that we're trying to eliminate by changing these core beliefs. And over time, you will trust that people are saying the truth. Trust issues are really, really, really high on the list of self-worth work. They come with that. So, she's like, oh, hey, do you want to go to the concert? In text message, wouldn't you think that the other person saw it, right? Most likely, but she said she didn't. And, trust or don't trust. Choose to trust. Trust is not given. Trust is not earned. Trust is given. And I've learned that. And people that say that trust is earned, then you're going to spend the rest of your life trying to earn someone's trust, and they can always decide not to give it to you because it isn't given. It is given. It is given. Trust is given, Babs. My God. Trust is given, not earned. Trust is a choice, just like forgiveness and happiness and love. We have lots of choices, and trust is one of them. So she had to trust that her girlfriend was telling her the truth. I said, you were just attached, and that's why she wasn't responding. And often attachment creates a delay in something, in getting what you want, because attachment shows that, hey, you really wanted your girlfriend to go to the concert with you so you could feel good about your relationship, that you guys are still okay, that she still loves you, that you're loved enough. It always comes back to you and your fears and your issues, because you're looking to feel loved enough, and that's why you're looking for that. For example, when you're texting someone and you're not hearing back, but you were in the middle of a conversation, now they stop and you're like, oh my God, what? Do they not want to talk to me anymore? And you're freaking out in your mind. It's okay. It's normal. You're human. That's okay. We're just trying to get away from that thinking, right? By changing the core beliefs. And then it gets to, maybe they're busy. Maybe they're doing something. Maybe they'll get back with me as soon as they can. Maybe they're doing the best they can. It's dropping the expectations once again. And then you're detaching, like, okay, I'll give them the space. You're giving yourself the space, and then they will react back. So when someone doesn't text back or call back, or when you get something not back or something gets delayed, it's attachment. And you can detach really easily. Even when you're working through these core beliefs, you can start practicing detaching and see results. Because the core beliefs automatically create attachment, because you need this outcome in order to feel better, more successful, more loved, more anything, right? So she actually did hear back from her girl, and when she started detaching, I don't know if they're going to the concert or not, but I said to her, you're needing her to go with you because then it will make you feel better about the relationship. Am I right? And she's like, yes, that's exactly it. And I said, it's because you were trying to feel loved enough by her. You wanted her to show you that she cares enough to go to the concert with you. She was like, yeah, you're right. I'm like, okay, so we can detach. And I will tell you a really quick trick. And if this doesn't help, then there's something bigger above that, right? But you don't need it. You want this outcome, but you don't need it. Figure out what the emotion is that comes with it and go, okay, if this doesn't happen, right, then you're going down the bad road on purpose. You're not doing this over and over and over and over. That is focusing on the wrong thing. Detaching comes with going down the road of the thing you don't want. So you actually go down it on purpose. You say, okay, if she doesn't go to the concert with me, what am I going to do? Well, I could ask a friend. I could go by myself. I'm really scared to go by myself. That's why I want her to come with me so I could feel safe. Oh, look at that. So you figure out the why. Figure out the why, and it'll help you detach. Why are you wanting this outcome? Doesn't mean that you're not wanting the outcome anymore once you figure out the why, but the why will give you the reasons why you need it so badly, why you want it so badly, right? That it's just not working right now. Well, I wanted her to go with me to the concert. This is what she said to me. So, because it's a new venue and I'm scared to go alone. And I really wanted to be better in our relationship. So, 2 reasons. She wanted to feel safe and she wanted to be loved. Feel loved by her girlfriend showing her that she's going with her. Those are 2 emotions, 2 reactions, right? You can give this to yourself. How will you give yourself that you will feel safe? Well, you could ask another friend that you feel safe with. You could just decide, well, maybe I am safe, maybe I'm not. I accept that I don't feel safe. So you work around it and work through the emotions that come up, why you need this outcome, right? You work through the emotional need, saying, I can give this to myself. I can feel safe in other ways. I don't need her to come with me. I want her to come with me, but I don't need her to come with me. I can feel safe in such and such way. And I can feel more loved in our relationship by actually doing this for me. And maybe I'll love going to the concert alone. I'll meet new friends, or maybe I'll go with a friend that I already have, and we're going to have the best time when we haven't seen each other in so long, and we can reconnect. So you're going down that other road of the other outcome that you may not like as much as your girlfriend going with you to the concert, but it's options. Your mind likes options. And when we don't have options, we get attached. So as soon as you give your mind other options, like, oh, there are options, you can relax and you let it in. And then boom, you usually get what you want, right? Usually, not saying always, there might be other things going on. This is just about detaching. So you want to detach by saying you want this. You don't need it in order to feel that way that is coming up for you, the safe and the feeling loved. So figure out why you want the outcome and then detach that way. I hope this made sense. I hope this helped. Have a good one.